The separation between a productive
saints go marching in, oh, when the saints go marching in.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel State, where the legacy of the late, great Sam Mills lives on with each pound of the drum. And that means we are ready for football here at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers. On the Saints sideline, head coach Kellen Moore. These guys coming off a win to push their record to 2-1 here in the first month of the season. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys came up short on the road last week. Now they're trying to turn things around. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose. But boy, it's a fun 24 when you win the game. And you win NFC Offensive Player of the Week, isn't it?
Absolutely. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Kamara up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Rattler. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Open man. There's Darnell Washington. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
That's good for a Carolina Panther. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Young to throw it. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To the air once more, Young. And that one too wide and incomplete. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Julian Blackmon with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. You look at this Carolina defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack. That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do.
To dwell on things, and look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited. Players, guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Here's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up
To throw, Young. That is caught. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Now a toss. Hubbard going left. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Jonas Sanker on the stop.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They go play action. Young steps away. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, their ability to give up a huge play was one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run. They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone try.
To the air is Rattler. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
Well, I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
That one a first down pickup of 8. The Saints at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
You look at this Carolina defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. That's to the sideline and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. They had a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on them, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Off the play fake, Young. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Young working out of the gun. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time. Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now Rattler. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And the Saints first down.
Off the play fake, it's Rattler. Again, it's Johnson. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
Johnson. He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing once more. Here's Rattler. And this one taken in. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. Yeah, they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw for it with Rattler. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
That's good.
They run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Here now, 2nd and 4. Right back to Hubbard. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down.
And the Panthers, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
That's taken in. It's Xavier Legette. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here.
Carolina Panther. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now a run with Hubbard. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Bryce Young, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. And he'll start with a give to Kamara. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Rattler wants to throw it. That's complete right side. It's to Slaw. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6.
Now Rattler. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Young will set to throw. Flushed out right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Carolina Panther.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Bishop on the stop.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 40.
They'll try to throw down. Young. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Young. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
6 yards.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds. Back ready to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's Rattler. And he slings one that's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
From the shotgun, Rattler. Over the middle, he's got to Slaw. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Fair catch.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Young to throw it. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Young. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Young to throw it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing, Young. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop it.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw, Young. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And oh no, they spike it here. That was 4th down. So they spike it on 4th down, and they will lose the football.
For the Panther field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hanson for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints defense getting ready here, heading back onto the field. They're losing here as we begin the third quarter, trying to stop this from being a bigger deficit.
And I used to play for a coach who always talked about getting the other team's attention. And in this case, they want to let them know that you're going to do the dictating from here on out, not the other way around.
Trying to impose their will as we start the third. Second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now Young. That one complete to Leader. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 5.
Looking to throw, Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They go play action. Young. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Third and 9 here.
To Jimmy Horn Jr. A gain of 1.
Young.
Third down and 9.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
At the 23-yard line.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Gain of 9 yards. First down, New Orleans.
Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
And 11 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing is Rattler. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To the air is Rattler. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for New Orleans. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. Football goes over to Carolina. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Young. Being chased out left. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Nick Scorton. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Fair catch. Signaled for
The Carolina offense about ready to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action, Young. And a man over the middle, and it's complete. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode Really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Second and 9. Young now. Got a man. That's Ligon. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. This now a 3rd and 4. Here's Young from the shotgun. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
That's another Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Young. And it's caught. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and
Straight ahead with Hubbard. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Room here to run. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First down, Saints.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40.
A gain of 13 yards.
From the gun, here's Rattler. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, New Orleans.
Now Rattler. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Saints.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 44 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. That's complete right side. It's to Slaw. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Rattler working out of the gun. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Saints 14.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young headed back onto the field. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, pass rushers.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now here's Young, and that is incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. The busy night continues for Kamara. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
And the Saints 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Complete to Olave on the out route. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Kamara on the read option. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
The offense on third down tonight, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 14. Rattler wants to throw it. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Arnold Ebiketie, his 2nd sack of the night.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play. Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. A give running right. It's Hubbard. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the defensive penetration there blew that play up and got him 2 points.
How about how they got off at the snap of the football, got upfield into the backfield, and created the big play? That's the key to everything.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Rattler. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Back to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll go. Here's Rattler. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. From the shotgun, Rattler over the middle and complete to Shaheed. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Arnold Ebiketie in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Young here to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Young. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught at the 10. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for the Panthers, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Beyond the realm of superstardom, there is a hidden tier for only the elite defensive lineman. Game Wrecker, a player so talented, they alone can disrupt an offense every down.